Hey, I'm D'Angela.
And I'm David, and we're work spouses. Yep, you heard it right, but not the type that you're thinking of.
We realize you spend more time with people at work than you do with the people you love most.
We're going to discuss the interactions such as the games played at work, building the right and avoiding the wrong relationships. D'Angela and I, we're currently work spouses.
Join us each week as we testify, help, and complain about work in corporate America. Welcome back, coworkers.
Hello.
Is everyone coronavirus free?
I think I already had it and passed it through. I should be good.
Okay. Well, I have a cocktail of this evening that will
Clean the virus out?
It's clear the virus out. I made a cocktail that will clear the virus out of your system.
It looks like it.
Lickety split. Yes, the cocktail's green.
Okay.
We can thank coronavirus for this and St. Patty's Day. I figured, I might as well keep a green theme. This is a green juice cocktail.
Okay.
So this cocktail has... I realize that y'all probably don't care about the ounces because you're not making it.
No, we don't care about the ounces.
So I'm just going to tell you what's in it. So it's 2 green juice. I was about to say the ounces. Fresh lime juice. Mm-hmm. Tequila.
Okay, that's what I smell. Okay.
And a little bit of simple syrup. And that's it. So basically, first I just shook up the lime juice and the tequila because I wanted to chill that. Because remember, I realized that since I've been making my cocktails in the studio now, I'm not doing it the same because our cups are so large, and I'm over my ingredient amount because I'm trying to make enough for both of us because of those huge glasses.
Gotcha.
So I'm kind of messing up the integrity of my cocktail. So yes, this is a green juice cocktail. It's really green. And the green juice is basically like a regular green juice that you can get. I got one out of the grocery store, but you can make your own with celery, green apples, kale. That's what's in this green juice, David. So cheers. You gotta tell me what you think. It's my first one that's green. It's good. I can taste that tequila.
It's healthy.
You taste the green juice.
Yeah.
You can't get over the green juice because it's a little thick.
Yeah, I can feel it clearing the virus out.
Good. That's exactly what I want to happen.
I feel it moving down from my chest to my stomach. So yeah.
Listen, you corona free.
Yeah, this is that. Let's try to put it on the market, make some money.
Bottle it up. Think I should bottle this up?
Yeah. Yeah, make them.
Okay. Well, let's jump right into today's show.
Okay.
Oh, so wait. Before we jump in, I had something that I was thinking of that we can consider our Thursdays when we record, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, and if I have, you know how we have news or someone on Twitter respond back to us, maybe we can call it Frenzy Thursday. Or Thursday's Frenzies. I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't want a thoughtful Thursday. That sound too it just sound too normal and regular.
Yeah, you want something. Okay.
And then I didn't want no thirsty Thursday because we ain't thirsty.
Okay. Right. No, we have juice here, so no, we're not thirsty.
Hydrate Thursday? No, that don't have a ring to it.
No.
Then I thought of Thursday thoughts, and I was like, oh, that's so boring. Blah.
Yeah, basic.
I like the frenzy. Something with frenzy.
Okay.
Thursday's frenzy or Frenzy Thursday. I don't know.
Okay. We'll consider that. We'll take that into consideration.
We got to think of something that goes with. So for now, we're going to call this Thirsty Thursday Frenzy.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I'm just funny. So I have a question as far as what I should do regarding this coronavirus stuff. So that's why it's called Thirsty Thursday Frenzy, because I don't know if it's thirsty, it is a frenzy, and it's Thursday because we record on Thursdays. So should I cancel all my dates given the coronavirus situation?
That's actually a great question. I mean,
I got some dates this weekend.
You got dates this weekend. I mean, you just don't know people's habits.
I never met them. So
right?
I don't know anything. I don't
unfortunately, I'll probably
cancel
the
until
dates
further notice. Until June, until the summer,
until the NBA comes back.
The NBA,
like I would cancel. Yeah, my dates. I mean, it's like even if you're like, I was thinking about this. This is crazy. like if I was a man that cheated on my wife, it's like this would be the time I would stop cheating. Cause you just don't know
who got what.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, David.
Yeah.
Only your mind would think of
guys. So the guys that are stepping out there, hey, this is a way to get caught. Well, I guess you can make something up. Somebody at job gave it to you, but hey, this is you don't want to bring that stuff home.
No, you don't.
Yeah. So go ahead, take a break from cheating. Take a break from dates.
I want to see if yours is as strong as mine.
And so it's.
Oh, you have a lot of lime in yours.
Okay. So yeah, I think you can't take that chance.
Okay, I'll consider it. They probably don't want to meet me anyway. And one guy, he was actually sick earlier this week.
Oh yeah, he got it. Yeah.
He got it.
yeah.
He went back to work. He's fine.
Yeah, but it's crazy. I mean, it's like.
He just had the flu. The thing is about it's so scary because you don't know who has it and who actually has a flu or sinus.
So this week, have you used the Metro public transportation?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
I've been going about my regular normal routine.
Right. I'm with you. So me too. So, however, it's like you feel like you can't even sneeze or cough.
And somebody somebody looking at you like you're crazy.
You can't do everything. You have to keep it. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be really cautious about even sneezing, looking crazy.
You can't even look crazy. You can't even look tired.
Stay home and just self-quarantine yourself because you got the flu, period.
Yeah.
If you got any illness, stay home and self-quarantine yourself, basically.
Yeah. Trust me, a good employer would say, hey, stay home.
Stay home. And this is the thing. This is the one time you can actually use the excuse of being sick and not coming into the office.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you tell your manager or supervisor, hey, I'm sick, they're like, oh, don't even worry about it. Stay at home as long as you need.
Right.
This is like the thing now.
Yeah, I would like to hear probably from some of the listeners in terms of are they? I want to know, are there some people taking advantage of it?
I would.
Yeah.
If I was already semi-sick or was coming down with something, I would. Why not? Because they also have to protect their immune system too.
Yeah, they have to protect themselves. So it's like, even if, I guess this is a good time to get off of work. This is a great time.
Right before the weather started popping.
Yeah, you got a good month. For the next 30 days, you could probably.
So how long do you think it's going to last?
My guess would be June.
June?
Yeah.
That's too long.
That is long. Yeah.
I heard the virus can't last in such extreme heat.
Who knows?
Oh, you're right. Who knows?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's carry on with the show. That was just my question. My thirsty frenzy. What did I say? Thirsty Thursday frenzy. Yeah, I like that. Thirsty Thursday frenzy.
Okay.
Let's keep that.
We could do that.
Okay. You got to write it down, though, because I'm going to forget.
Or we could just listen to the playback. And
no. Right.
That's possible. Right.
So getting into it, I guess we can, with coronavirus happening, how do you think technology has affected? Because I learned about the virus via technology, and technology initially, and then when I learned about it here this week, it was from Twitter. Mm-hmm. You all know that I love my Twitter, and I saw a news anchor tweet 500 parishioners had mass.
Was that in D.C.?
2 weeks ago at a Catholic church in Georgetown, and the priest came back and gave it to. I was like, what the hell? That was like this. I was like, 2 weeks ago. That's basically around the time there was Lent and Ash Wednesday service.
Yeah.
That was the last Sunday in February. Here we are. They done went back to church. Went home to their families, back to church again.
Mm-hmm. So now all those people had to be reached, right?
Where they at?
Right, yeah.
Who knows where they are?
Yeah. So they had to be, I believe, they had to be contacted, and now they have to be evaluated, all 500. That's a lot. And technology plays like I said, there's some great things about technology, and there's some things that are not as favorable. Sometimes when you find out news, because of how quick technology and things are, how fast news travels, sometimes we know that reporters and media, sometimes the integrity is compromised because they're just trying to get the story out first.
Oh, be the first to say,
Right.
hey, we put the news out. Yeah, yeah.
Right. So then, therefore, you don't have all the facts and things like that. But just even like you might think, in just when you talk about coronavirus and compare it to technology today, people have the opportunity to work from home and things like that.
Yes.
Yes,
and that's the best part. That's the best thing about this entire situation is that in the event this outbreak has taken place, we have the ability to work from home comfortably.
Yeah.
Technology has done us good.
Correct.
So it's just like, why is everyone against technology?
But then what about the jobs that can't benefit from the technology? Like some of the blue collar jobs. Even, okay, so let me tell you one story.
Okay, yeah. Sure.
So Mark Cuban, he's I'm always talking sports. Sorry. So Mark Cuban.
I heard that name before.
Yeah.
Who is he?
Oh yeah. So you might know him from the Shark Tank.
Oh yes, that's him. Okay.
Yeah. So then
the capital investor or
right.
What do you call angel investor?
Yeah. So then he's also the owner of the Dallas Mavericks. So
very good team.
Yeah. So he was they made the announcement that the NBA is going to be suspended until further notice. But you have people that work the stands, the concessions, people clean up the gym and things like that, the parking lot, all that stuff.
The beautification of the stadium.
Yeah, so it's like, what are they supposed to do? They thought they were gonna have a job until, April, May, or whatever, the end of the season. So he's figuring out a way to still pay those.
Oh,
people.
That's great.
Right, and he said, maybe, he's gonna either have to eat the costs, or maybe find some volunteer work for them to do.
Or how about like they have the money, because usually in situations like that, they're receiving sales projections from people who have season ticket holders. Season ticket holders.
Yeah,
and stuff
no, that guy money is just a matter. Are you going to
dispersing it?
Yeah, are you going to keep it for yourself, or are you going to? Right, so that's the good thing about it, and that's another sign of a good employer.
That's true.
Right, so then
amazing employer.
And just hope that rolls off, that generosity, that thinking, that leadership rolls off into other companies, not just within a sports arena that is multi-million and billion-dollar business, but even small jobs like if the school is not operating buses because they're going to be out of work, are the bus drivers getting paid? Still, we know the teachers are going to get paid.
Right.
We know that their classification, their salary.
Yeah.
But are the bus drivers still going to get paid, or are the school districts going to figure out something to compensate? So all these positions, when we're talking about work, these people are being impacted.
Well, it's more so like, why wouldn't they get paid? Like, why would you not pay these people still? Because you still have the money in the budget.
True.
You see what I mean? It's not like it's something that we didn't plan for where we're out for like 6 months.
True.
It's only like, I assume only by the end of this month. I'm not going to go to June. I know you said June.
Right.
But the money's already in the budget because the school system, everything will go according to plan if this did not happen. This is one of those unforeseen events where the money was already allocated to these services for the school year, for the games, and so forth. It just so happened that this happened. Like, nothing is derived from you not receiving money. You see what I mean?
Yeah, but it's like, if you look at it, okay.
You see that,
like we can work from home because our employer is still receiving a benefit. We're actually still providing our services. Mm-hmm. But the ones that are not providing services, and they're just hourly employees, not salary employees,
right?
I don't think they're all going to get paid. Are they? Yeah, I just don't know.
Well, I can see like bus drivers, teachers getting paid.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can't see people who are working like fast food places getting paid if they decide to shut that down.
Right.
But the crazy thing about it is like they're not shut down. So this is the thing. Bus drivers, teachers, those jobs are contingent upon someone showing up. Like, no one's closing down a fast food place.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. I mean, I don't think they're still going to close. Because those people who are home, they have to go somewhere and eat. if you expect people to actually think they're gonna lock themselves in their homes, they're not. They're gonna go out and get fast food. They're gonna go out and dine. They're gonna go out and do activities.
They need to know that those fast food companies are doing what they need to do
to make sure that their safety. Yeah.
Like today, I went to Chick-fil-A.
Oh.
And they wouldn't.
So much for you, self-quarantine.
Yeah, and they wouldn't even give me the menu to put in my hand. They said, "Oh, we're holding for you. We're holding for you."
They clean good.
Right.
That's Chick-fil-A for you, man. Right. Chick-fil-A got it figured out.
Yeah, we're holding for you. And I don't go to Chick-fil-A often, so I don't always know what I'm going to get.
If you think about how many people pick up those menus.
Yeah, so I said, let me see what it is. Then he turned the page too soon. I'm like, or flipping it over too soon. I said,
you asked to go back.
Hold it up, bro. Yeah, if you're going to hold it for me, hold it the way I want you to hold it. So,
oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
You hold it right here in my eyes, get it closer, go back, forward, maybe.
Because most people who go to Chick-fil-A, they're Chick-fil-A junkies.
Right, they know what they want.
Yeah, they know exactly what they want.
The same order every time.
I'm the person that I don't think Chick-fil-A is the best chicken sandwich, especially when you live in DC. You got other options.
You don't live in DC though.
Well, when you work in DC and you eat and you are
familiar
with
the
DC
sandwich connoisseur here, people.
Right. We got Astro Donuts. They got a great chicken sandwich.
Look
and we sure got
Roman Rooster. Oh man,
look at so this. These are some real chicken sandwich places. But just back to the topic. The public has to know that whatever restaurant they go to or whatever, bar or whatever, that they're taking precaution and they're doing what they're supposed to do. But then there's some people that don't care. Yeah. And I'm kind of one of them. I'm not going to lie.
Well, clearly, because you're a Chick-fil-A.
Well, I
you're
didn't
not in the house.
Right.
And that's the point that I'm making is that
regardless
of the fact that this is going on, people are still going to go out and hang out and enjoy. If you tell them to stay at home, they're not.
Because some people are going to, and this is how it is, and I think this is just the way we are. We're going to continue on our life even when there's danger or tragedy.
This is a snowstorm to me.
Until it gets closer to us.
This is a snowstorm. So you know what happened in a snowstorm? They send everybody home, but people still go out in the snow.
Like this. Listen, right now, you're not really that worried, right?
No.
So, but if I call you Saturday, be like, oh, man, I got it.
I'm like, holy shit! What is going on?
So people don't really respond until
you're right next to me.
Until somebody that they know.
You cocktails and shit. I'll be mad.
Right. But my point is, people don't really respond until somebody that they know.
I'd be like, why the hell would you come?
Yeah.
I would be pissed off at you. Yeah. I would have.
But I blame it on the studio. Oh man, they had it in there. It was already waiting for me
in the studio.
My seat.
You gonna blame it? Oh, now you gonna blame it on them? And the engineer does have a mask on.
Yeah.
You didn't give us a mask.
Nope, sure
Why
did.
You got a mask on? We don't have one.
What you know? Who was in here before us?
You said what? Someone got to tell the story when we're gone.
The story, yeah.
Okay, this is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Okay, moving on.
So technology. So how you think? We know it has changed in the last 30 years. Mm-hmm. We know it has changed even in the last 20 years. What about in the last 10 years?
Less than yet. Yeah. Less than that.
Yeah.
Technology has changed in the last 5, 3, 2. I mean, everything is outdated in a year. Cameras, phones, anything technology driven is outdated. Next thing you know, you're like, oh, I need to upgrade to have Bluetooth. Oh, I need to upgrade to have AirDrop. You know, like.
Yeah. So that technology in the workplace, like, I know we know Skype is always good for business meetings. Then there's Zoom. There's so many different.
Zoom. I heard someone say that at work today. I was like, why are you saying Zoom? Zoom is just Skype. All it is just presenting.
Yeah, just presenting. Yeah.
It's not like a different platform though. So it's like, why do you all keep saying Zoom? Just say Skype. But okay, it reminded me of when someone said it. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it changed in the workplace for sure for the past 10 years. I think about 90% of our workplace has been dominated by like technology or technical advances.
Yeah. So what?
Like when you agree, like a lot of it is more technically driven, and I mean everything is technically driven. Honestly, like technology has changed every aspect of our lives, not just work, like home, family. People have so many cameras more and more now that cameras and things that happen on people's Ring and Door Ring app and all these things are becoming public.
Yeah, because even like your security at home, it's like you can watch it from your phone. Oh, somebody's on your property.
Yes.
Yeah. surveillance and technology,
live streaming current events such as stuff that happens on Capitol Hill, testifying and all those things happen now. We have access. You don't need a small TV at your desk anymore.
I think technology has, in a negative way, impacted the workplace in terms of their interactions that you have with your coworkers.
I completely agree with you. And I feel like that's the con. I feel like that's the con amongst all the ways in which it has positively enhanced. So in every lifestyle, in every way,
there's a con.
So I feel like that's the con in every advantage. So home, family, same way. Because the con is like, if you have the Ring app, right? Then people can tap into it and see personal things about you that you didn't give access to. Like how they said, like with the Ring app, how the guy was on there talking to the little girl in the house and she didn't know where the voices were coming from.
Yeah.
Have you heard about that?
No,
she was playing in the house and somebody had tapped into the Ring app and was like,
that, yeah.
Go to the door and open the door, little girl. Like he was talking to her. It was so creepy. So, and I was like, what the heck? So that's kind of like the con is like people can hack it.
Yeah, people can hack it. Yeah.
Yeah, or hack technology.
Yeah. How do you think that the baby boomers at work are keeping up with
Not so great. Okay. No, I'm kidding. Not all.
Right, not
but
all.
Most of them are not really handling. A lot of them are still complacent in not understanding that technology is life around you is advancing and you need to become more aware and get on board that technology is all around you. It's not going anywhere. And just ask a millennial, Generation X, Y, Z, QRS, or whomever else to help you.
Yeah.
Because we didn't need technology to do that. I feel like there's still people in my job who don't know how to use Excel, and that's their job.
Right.
Yeah. Like, why do you not know how to use basic functionalities of your job when it's required?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I experienced that a few times with some people. Just different attributes of the computer that they just don't know how to do it. And it's not just the phone. It's like, the software, just things like that. They're just not hip.
Yeah. And I think more so with baby boomers, they're more so upset that a lot of blue collar, or I don't even want to say blue collar, but a lot of jobs have become obsolete and a lot of job titles because of it. So like we don't have any more milkmen or movie projectors or video store clerks because those things are kind of like, the innovation of technology have stolen those jobs away from actually needing a human person to conduct it or manage it or facilitate it, whatever you want to classify that as.
Yeah, I mean, it has definitely cut into just the manpower of that you no longer need to complete, some positions, especially like training, a lot of the training is just online, and then you're dealing with, web-based trainings and things like that, and you just have a digital person in front of you. And yeah.
We're corona-free over here.
Yeah.
Last of the corona-free drink.
So, in this time, of this coronavirus, technology is very helpful.
So also, when you think about jobs and stuff, we have jobs that have, technology has advanced beyond, maybe what some baby boomers could have, dreamed in their lifetime.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And then we have things that the younger generation have created, such as like virtual jobs, such as like virtual assistants, social media, digital marketing jobs, travel. And then with Corona in play, it's like your business is at a halt now because there's a travel ban.
Right.
But there are a lot of people who have created jobs from simply traveling and posting on social media of their travels.
Do you ever feel bad for like the older generation or baby boomers or something like that?
No.
That they have to. Dang. Okay.
No.
Okay. I mean,
and the reason why I'm saying is because they had to come from a place too.
Yeah, they had to, but not as advanced and as quickly.
Yes, it has. I think it doesn't appear that way because of where we are.
No, I think the technology has moved more in our lifetime than.
Oh, swiftly.
Yeah, swiftly. Yeah.
Oh, see.
Yeah.
So, okay. I understand that. So,
Right.
yes, swiftly, in the case of swiftly, I get that.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, like, I don't think it has advanced beyond its stretch, if that makes sense. Meaning, like, there was a point where, like, I mean, we can just talk about automobiles. You know, those features and things that they did not have in certain automobiles. That has happened in their lifetime of baby boomers. Things have changed in advance. You
Yes,
see what I mean?
that has happened.
Like, we still don't
in
have
our
flying
lifetime.
cars, so it's not like they don't know how to operate a car.
Right.
It's just that it has more advancement with the technologies that have placed around us. So, for instance, we have a car now that is more connected or can be connected to your phone versus they didn't have that then because their phone wasn't as updated. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but I think in their defense, let's say.
Why are you taking up for them?
Yeah, because let's say because I'm gonna get old one day, and
Me
I am
too.
Right. So let's say you hit a certain age, let's say 45, 50 years old, and you really don't want to learn something real new, and so it's like
That's the problem.
and you don't have that capacity, the bandwidth, or whatever how you want to phrase it, to pick up. Oh, now if we go from tape players to CD players to
Exactly.
using the MP3 cord
or
to
download
down to Bluetooth,
and
right? Yeah, down to just hitting your
AirDrop.
right. So it's like it's been a lot of different steps, and it's like they wanted to stop at CDs, and now you're telling me, I gotta go all the way to now. I just tell Alexa, hey, play, play,
Alexa.
yeah. So it's like. But they don't know how to set it up, They have all these tools, but they don't know how to. Got to call their grandkids over.
I don't think that's a problem. I think that's actually important. So this is what we're going back to, right?
Mm-hmm.
You said they have to call their grandkids or someone. Let's keep that human interaction going because regardless of how much technology we receive or how much advancement takes place, we still need to interact with each other.
Okay, so. And this is where the disadvantage comes. Okay, I'm about to set up.
Tell us, Dr. White.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. So, let's say I'm 60 years old and
60 or 6?
60.
Okay.
60 years old, and I lose a job. I lose my job. At my company shuts down. I lose my job.
Okay.
But I still need to work for 5 more years before Social Security or whatever kicks in. Mm-hmm. You at young 30 tender age
Tenderoni
are going in for a job too, so we're both inside the lobby for the same employer. It's more likely that they're going to go for you than go for me
because of my age.
Yeah, there's the age discrimination is worse for older people because they're going to look at me and they'll be like,
it's against the law.
They're not going to pick up on this technology that we have going on.
It's against the law to
discriminate.
We
know it's against the law.
Age in the job.
Yeah, we know that. Everybody knows that. But we also know how to do it discreetly and unnoticeable.
Right. I mean, and it happens. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I would just point out that it's against the law.
Yeah, it's against the law.
But yes, that is a disadvantage with a lot of jobs and things like that. I do agree with that. But that's when I feel like it's not the job market that failed them. It's the economy that failed them. Recognizing their age and providing them with disability or Social Security, I misspoke. They should still receive that because they have done their years. 5 years compared to a mere 30 plus. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
So I don't feel like that's the job or the responsibility of a new company. Because in that case of a company, they're also thinking about their longevity too.
Yeah.
So if they know that you're just here to collect a check for 5 years and get their benefits, because if they got a great benefits package, they can be missing out.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's necessarily a problem with an employer or a particular company. I think that's a problem with our system, our government, because they should receive that if they're no longer working, regardless, because it's owed to them. Making them wait till 5 years is the way to just put some type of restraint on it for your own benefit. But if they can't find a job or they're showing that they're finding a job, just like unemployment, if you're showing that you're finding a job, that you're searching for a job at your age and no one is hiring you, at some point you should be able to receive, okay, you did this much, blah, 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 you know, etc. You went on these many interviews and you're 55, 56. We get it. Here's your check. You see what I mean? Like, because some people do want to work. Some people don't want to sit at home. You know?
Yeah.
But I don't think that's the employer or company's like fault, you know, per se. Because again, it's against the law, but they also not understanding the company's financial burden on taking someone in for 5 years and them benefiting from their package, especially if they're a smaller company.
Yeah, those points, have to be
you see what I mean?
Taken into
So I think it's the government that needs to do a better job with, you know, disseminating or have some type of system where in place for those people.
Yeah, and it could be possibly, not just a program, but maybe some type of mandate where you have to,
or make them volunteer. If they're not disabled, make them volunteer and pay it forward. Because if you have time, I'm not saying they have to volunteer every single day, but it's good for them to, if they want to work and be active, there's things that they can probably do that they'll probably enjoy that need service. I'm sure there's some elderly home that needs some service. I'm sure there's some kids that needs to get across the street. I'm sure there's some, I'm sure something needs to happen that they need volunteers for.
Yeah.
Some food bank or some meals packaging.
So shifting gears. So, and technology impacting dating. So we know about dating apps, but how else would you say technology is possibly?
It's hard out here for a pimp.
Yeah, how else would you think technology impacts, the dating world and things like that?
It's horrible, David.
Why is it horrible?
Oh my gosh. Because I don't like dating sites, for one, right?
Okay.
I know I have expressed to you all that I am on dating site, but that's simply because I am remaining open as a quote-unquote millennial. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Okay.
I think that in the event that dating has become so technology and technically advanced because it's at your fingertips, it's a joke to a lot of people. You have to think like, I think back to when I'm the millennial, whereas I still didn't have a computer in my home. I still had to go to the library to do research papers. My first cell phone was later on in high school. I was not the millennial that received the benefit of technology right away. I had to grow into it. I got into I started off the Y2K in the right place. I was able to learn. I was young enough to learn all the techniques and still benefit from it and be savvy. When I was younger, we had a house phone. And if you didn't have 2 lines, you missed the boy calling you, asking you out, or talking on the phone because you didn't really get to hang out outside of school that often if it wasn't with your girlfriends or someone in your neighborhood. So if you wanted to see the guy that you like at school, it had to be at school, school trips, or maybe some type of other trip or social gathering that it was okay for you to be at from your parents, your parents giving you permission. Other than that, you only had the cell phone. You only had the house phone to talk on.
Okay, so let me jump in there.
Okay, I just bringing back some memories. Oh,
so okay, so you got the house phone. So you remember like somebody calling, then it beeps, right? So
when you got 2 lines, because if not, it's gonna keep it.
It's just gonna keep it. It's gonna be busy.
Yeah.
Right. So if you got 2 lines, do you remember like maybe not clicking over, and like your mom?
If I'm on the phone with who I want to speak to, I don't have no need to click over.
Right.
Because I know it ain't for me.
Oh, man.
And it's Aunt Betty or Uncle Sam or somebody down the street calling for my mama, and I don't care.
Yeah, that's a no-no if you don't click over.
I know.
Calling,
you get in trouble for that. Like, I called you and nobody answered.
Yeah, then remember 3-way calling, I think you had to like hit it. Like once you...
And then don't hit it too hard because you hang up on both parties.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah.
Bringing back some nostalgic memories.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. There was a lot of...
And do you remember, just thinking on nostalgic, because it reminds me, just as a quick insert, a friend of mine sent me a voice memo today. She's forwarded me a voicemail, actually, of her neighbor leaving her a voicemail. And she called her. I guess she didn't recognize that voicemails now, you have the date, time, and they even read to you now, the words.
Oh, yeah.
She called and said, "Hey, this is Shantae at Unit 6. I am calling you here at 3:46 p.m. Full name. Like, do you remember voicemails? You had to leave your whole full name, the date and time, because they didn't capture that information. Yeah. And that was so nostalgic for me when I heard it, because you know, one thing I truly love about R&B songs is that they used to always play a recording on the song, either in the beginning or the end. And I used to live for that moment of the song when the girl was calling, like, hey, it's Ebony. I'm just calling you because I haven't heard from you. I used to love that part of R&B songs. But yes, anyway. Yeah. So, I mean, but look how far we have come with technology.
Yeah, even just because I don't even listen to voicemail. I just read it.
You read it, right. You hear the person's voice.
Yeah.
So you don't even know how they're feeling, if they're in distress or anything.
You don't? Yeah. That's true. That's a good point. I really need to talk to you. Please call me back.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at it. And it means
or
nothing.
Like, I'm so sorry about last night. I didn't really mean to go that way. You know what I mean? Like, you just, I hate technology a little bit. This is the part of technology I hate, especially going back to when we were talking about dating. I just don't like that no one wants to talk to me on the phone anymore. Everybody wants to text.
But then every now and then you might get somebody who wants to FaceTime you, and it's like
that's a problem for me.
Okay, because I hear about this. I'm not.
We know you've been out the scene for a while.
Yeah, but to me that sounds very
invasive.
Yeah. Where it's like, okay, you don't want to text. Okay, that's fine. You want to talk? We can talk. But now you actually want to see me. It's like,
if you want to see me, you need to plan a date, and that is and that is interesting that you bring that up, because that's one of my issues with technology advancing when it comes to dating. We have so much accessibility now that this person can almost like run circles around even taking you out, or having to or having to actually plan a date and be consistent with seeing you. And not just because of that reason with FaceTime, because when you become comfortable, that's a little bit more comfortable. But some people do it right away, given that online dating, so many people can be catfish. But it's almost like hard to be catfish now, because it's just like people have social media accounts. Like, you have to be completely off the grid to not have an account or something where somebody can see the real you.
Let me ask you this. This is going to sound real crazy.
I'm hearing it. I want to hear it. Tell me. I'm interested.
Now, do people still have phone sex, or is it cyber sex?
I'm sure phone sex and cyber sex. Phone sex is the same thing.
So I'm sure technology has helped.
Yeah, you can get pictures now.
Yeah, you
get half-naked pictures. People send sexting. That's what sexting is.
Yeah, that's how old I am. I'm like, okay, I was satisfied with just phone sex.
Yes, I remember phone sex. I remember the.
Let me just hear it. Right.
I remember the people on the advertisement on TV. It was so, when you don't know when you're young, you're like, what are they selling?
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, call me now.
Have a conversation. Right. Do people still call 1-800 numbers?
I don't know if they even exist anymore.
It can't exist.
I've never seen a commercial. I haven't seen one. I've been up at 3 o'clock in the morning quite a few times. I've never seen the advertisement anymore on TV.
I don't think they exist.
What do you think they advertise? You know, it's infomercial just advertising gadgets now.
Yeah. There's no way in the world
that's the new phone sex, gadgets.
Exists. Yeah.
That's new sexy.
I want to know, when did they go out of business? Like, I don't think they can't exist anymore.
Well, they went out of business when porn came about.
The guys want to see.
Porn took a rocket shoot up in the air, and phone sex went down, because now they can have a visual of what phone sex used to look like.
Yeah. Now it's like, imagine now, like, the person you were talking to, and you have to FaceTime. Oh, he wasn't even a girl. Right. I mean, it's just all
kinda. You right? Well, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Well, so this is the thing with so much catfishing and things going on. It's easier to verify that that's an actual person. Who they are. They look like what they look like. The picture's not 20,000 years old, because you can just Google their name half of the time, or you can find their social media.
Right.
Because most people are on social media, even if they do not use it frequently. Right? Mm-hmm. So that's the benefit of having, dating and having such advanced technology.
So let me ask you this.
Yes, because I know you have all the dating questions. Questions, because you don't know any of this.
So, because technology is accessible, before you go out with someone, do you try to look them up?
Oh, so
their profile?
I'm glad you asked that, because I was going to get to it.
Okay.
Usually, dating sites, you can now link your social media profile to your profile, to your dating profile.
Okay.
So you can link your account your social media account to your dating profile, and they can see like maybe about a good 9 or 10 pictures of what you present on social media. So
Right.
you already have a verification of this person's lifestyle, what pictures they post, what matter to them the most, blah, blah, blah,
And I think this is why
I
there's a
don't.
lot of people are single.
It is.
Now,
No, and that's exactly what I was getting to.
I'm about to break it down. Now
Go ahead. I want to hear it.
Now that I heard
so
this,
now what do you hear? I wasn't even finished when you got that. So go ahead.
Thank you for presenting this information to me, counselor. So where I'm gonna go with it is
Dr. Moore, Dr. White.
Yeah, if we go back 15 years and we didn't have this access to this technology.
15 years. That was that was my beginning, my 20s.
So therefore, it's like, well, the problem is people do a lot of comparison.
Oh, that's what I was going to get to the con. So you're already on the con?
Yeah, the con is
okay.
Yeah, people do a lot of comparison. So it's like, okay, now that I checked out D'Angela's page, I see what she does. I see what she looks like she makes. So looks like this is what she's about. See how sexy she is. But then I have all these other profiles and pictures and things to compare it to. My flesh and my eye is never satisfied because I might have a taste for this flavor one day, then might want this flavor the next day. It's just too many choices.
I think the law of time has been managed with technology. Meaning because of this, right? When I was dating younger, right? I met a guy, he thought I was the most amazing thing in the world. Why? Because he has been around the whole world. But with technology, he's been around the whole world.
Right.
You see what I mean? So it's just like, I can now no longer compete with the world he never saw because it's at the palm of his hands.
Yeah. And
so he can always wonder, fathom, and people make up. And the thing about it is, like, people are not who they present to be. But he or she does not know that, not just for men, women too, who are dating. And they want to dabble in it all, or they feel like they don't have to settle down with one person. And sometimes I think, honestly, I don't even think it's that, because there are people settling down, young people are getting married, people are engaged. I think it's more so because it's not truly allowing them to stay in something long enough.
That's where I was going to go. They're not having enough time to focus on this one thing.
Yes. And as soon as your favorite color change, I'm out.
Right, and it's so accessible just to other options.
Yep.
So therefore, you're not forced to be fully engaged, fully committed to, let me see what this option's all about before I make a decision to or exhaust, the qualities of this person and go somewhere else.
Right.
And so then that's why it's like you see people who growing up who they're not from big cities and the ones that are from South Carolina.
That was something else you took right out. I was going to say that how that was going to be my pro actually.
Okay.
So that was going to be my pro because you think about it, people who are not from large cities, they're sometimes limited on a wife or a husband because the population within that city doesn't provide the access to them.
Correct.
So that's where dating sites would come in and allow them to date people of different backgrounds with similar interests or similar values. So that's the pro of having dating apps. So even if someone travels, for instance, we're talking about the technology when people travel for their job. If you traveled and never could date because you travel so much, it would be helpful for you to date within wherever you are or where you're located at that time of your travel because you're spending the majority of your time there. So that dating app would give you the opportunity to still maintain a sense of lifestyle by dating or meeting someone potentially. But that's the pro of it, Yeah.
And I see some similarities because we talked about this, and as a matter of fact, I was watching the news I think last week, and they were talking about this. The workers today, the 20-year-olds, the 30-year-olds, how they're jumping companies because they could get more money, they could get better benefits, and just a better environment that's more that complements their lifestyle more.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Okay. So then it's the same thing. It's like people are not committed to being at a job for 25 years anymore, and they're not committed to being in a relationship if they feel like, there's
Oh, she just wear purple and I like red.
There's some turbulence, that they're uncomfortable for a little bit. But
yep.
I mean, and I don't believe in settling. But
what do you mean? Oh, settling. Yeah.
I don't believe in.
Yeah, I don't believe in settling either.
But there still has to be
compromise,
some stability too.
But I think that's compromising, and I think it's also getting out of your way. You know what I mean? Because I feel like, see, and that's the thing. I can go on and on about the pros and cons because I think that's one of the cons of dating. When you're on a dating site, you can practically pick out your perfect match on there, right? Yeah. But how has that been working out for you?
Right.
So the point is that, like, people who marry someone, they necessarily was like, I never thought I would see this, myself with this person. I didn't even think about it. You know, I didn't even know. Because you sometimes end up with people that you don't get to pick out every freaking characteristic of them that you like. You know what I mean? It's like you grow to say, oh, that's different about them. I admire it. You come like, it's more admiration now that you begin to love it about them versus like, I wanted a person who was this height and this tall and this. And I had that and it didn't work out for me. But then I found this person and I married this person who's the totally opposite of everything that I thought I wanted. And then now with dating sites, you can choose everything you kind of want, quote unquote, physically, or now with Bumble, like you saw, you can do your height, age, your religion, the zodiac sign, outside of just looks, appearance. And then it's just like, but that's what you've been normally going after, and it hasn't really got you where you wanted to be. And that's why I think all these social experiments also are very, very important and at the top tier of people getting married without seeing the person or getting married, like the craziest experiments.
Yeah. Because, well, like I said, you gotta get out your own way. Mm-hmm. But then, like I said, people are being duped.
Yeah. Accessibility comes at a price.
Yeah. And then also just me just not trying to just down the way things are today, but there's also a perception as this is the way that beauty looks. Yeah, and this
you said beauty?
Yeah, this is the way that beauty looks. Beauty looks like this. It's made up like this.
Or not even just beauty, like take it a step further. A family, a lifestyle. Like there's so many hashtag relationship goals because they see people and assume that that's the way their life should look. And if they don't get that person, because those people are not showing the actual work that they are putting into that relationship to be hashtag relationship goals to other people.
Yeah.
So that's why now they have these documentaries like Black Love to show like we broke up, we divorced, we got back together, or we split, or he did this, and they like, what? All this stuff happened, and they're like, yeah, we still go through shit.
Yeah.
But we still decided to be together.
Yeah,
and that's what no one is presenting on social media.
Yeah, cause people are putting the highlights and the. Yeah, but I don't like that. I mean, like me, I remember my anniversary last year. Me and my wife got in a argument.
Really?
And
I hear that.
It wasn't like that crazy, but it was an argument. So if I'm not in the mood, I'm not gonna post happy anniversary to the love of my life. But no, I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm not feeling you right now, so I'm not posting that.
And that's me.
Yeah.
That's why I don't do social media.
Yeah. So it's like
because you're gonna have to take the good, bad, ugly, and indifferent all at once.
Yeah. So I just stay true to the true feeling that I'm feeling, not trying to portray something to to meet something. When you're out on a date, do you have like rules about phone usage?
Oh, interesting that you ask. So when I am out on a date, I do kind of peep and see how often the guy picks up his phone or is always on it. Because it's just like, this is the thing. And I know that we're so close to our phone, but it's telling to show how much this person is going to do this around you regardless. Because you're actually seeing someone's habits when they're not around you. Not because the conversation isn't there or because they're bored. Mm-hmm. If you keep picking up your phone with me on maybe a probably max 2-3 hour date, what is that saying? Like, you don't even know who I am. I mean, can you just ask me what's my favorite color again? Because for me, this is the thing. So when I have met guys online, I tell them, I say, hey, we can chat here on this chat until we get to know each other. But I don't remember nothing until I meet you. Like you don't exist almost in my face or my life or in my conscious of knowing anything about you. So you're going to most likely repeat yourself when we go on a date. I associate you experiences in person. And they was like, and some understood it.
Right.
Some was like, this is crazy. We can text. This is not your biograph, your biopic. I'm not reading about you via text. I'm not about to do this. Like, I don't even know you to understand text. So, like, which I think about how people had pen pals and stuff, right? Back in the day when they were online dating and all those things and those chats. It would be hard for me to. I've been in chats before and when I was younger, because I definitely have an AOL account when I was younger.
I can see that.
Yes, light ISD. And it's because you don't know their level of sarcasm. You don't know their level of joke. You don't know what offends them. Yeah. If I've never met you. But typically, you have to be very, very descriptive to understand that, or very communicative with each other. And I think that's the con, the pro and con with it. Well, the con rather is that the nonverbal now is that no one knows how to socially communicate with the person if they have met them in person or want to. So they lack that kind of like social skill. Yeah.
Yeah. And because, when you're texting or whatever on computer, you're doing it at your pace. You're doing it's less pressure.
Yeah. But to go back to your point, it's a complete turnoff for me when a guy is there on his phone.
So, okay.
And I'll say something.
You'll say something. Okay.
I will say something. Of course I will say something, guys. You know I will. Oh. Like, I would say, like...
Yeah. The guys, they know, huh?
Yeah, y'all should know by now my person. I'll say, and it won't be nothing like too abrasive. It'll just be like, he'll say, "What you say?" I was like, "Well, you would have heard me if you wasn't looking at your phone." Like if it'll like get to that point where I'll kind of like make mention to the fact that you are looking at your phone or you're distracted by your phone and you're not giving your undivided attention. I don't like that. And I don't know if it's just me, because even with friends, like, I'm still that way now. Like, we have to hang out for me to associate with you.
So I got a technology dating app idea. So would you participate in this? Because I'm about to get it stand up. I'm just playing.
Maybe we should call some producers to get this experiment going.
Yeah, call Mark Cuban, Shark Tank.
Yeah.
So let's say a dating app, you're a single girl, you put in your city, and you put in, like, some characteristics that you like. 5 guys come up that fit that profile. You push a button, and like a wheel goes around, and it selects one person. Then you go video chat live with that person.
This is a Black Mirror stuff right here, David.
That moment. Would you participate in a app like that?
I would. Only because I've given these other crappy apps a chance. I would just know that I would have to be ready at that moment.
You gotta be ready.
Because typically I'm on the couch in the roll, my hair tied up in a bun and all types of great stuff, swiping. I'm like, hey, you got the pictures already. Boom, that's how I look at my best.
Yeah.
Now I'm in the house. I gotta look at my best and be like, okay.
Yeah.
Like the face up has to be on. I'm like, hey.
Yeah. And you gotta go live and and just go like that.
That's a lot of pressure too.
It is a lot of pressure.
Because then you could be mesmerized by someone's, just mannerisms and stuff. But that's what I like to see.
Right. Because it's spontaneous. Because, like, you don't know which guy is going to be. And they pop up. And you guys just go for it. And then, are we gelling? Are we vibing or not? Then.
But could you imagine? Like, so Tinder have, like, 50 million users.
Wow.
And, like, 12 million matches. But how many of those people are actually having long-lasting relationships? So would that change that idea of it? Because they get to have that in-person interaction? Or do they feel like... See, I would get concerned with your app creation because they will keep trying to FaceTime me without asking me on a date, without actually officially courting me.
So maybe, like I said, there could be some rules to it where, you got 5 minutes to win the person over.
Oh, well, this has got interesting. Okay.
So you got 5 minutes to win the person over.
But then I don't know, David, because then you're going to meet the representative.
What? Yeah, you're going to meet the representative, but they still have 5 minutes. You guys got 5 minutes to vibe.
Well, how about this? Let's make some changes.
And if it doesn't happen, you can never connect again.
Okay, but what about it's not 5 minutes? What if it's like, not 5 minutes to win them? What if it's like 5 minutes to go to the next level? Like, make it tiers.
That could work.
Right? Because,
right. 5 minutes. I say 5 minutes to commit to a date. Either date or never. You got 5 minutes.
But then you have people taking advantage of it and just going on dates with everyone still.
Well, then they should be doing better screening in 5 minutes. So it's going to make you be sharper for 5 minutes, ask the right questions 5 minutes, be able to listen in 5 minutes, and be able to talk in 5 minutes. everything has to be more precise.
Wow. I like that. I'm just thinking about of course I'm thinking,
and therefore you can't type it. It removes the typing. Now it's like, this is who you are.
In person.
Let's go for it. Nope, I'm not feeling you. Gone forever. We can't
just
end
the call.
Connect.
Just hang up. You don't even have to address. You don't say anything.
We can never talk.
Whoa, that's
and let's
crazy.
say you can strike out.
I like this though. I like it.
And let's say you can strike out. Well, if you get too many rejections, you're off the app. Because this app is not for you.
But no, I don't know. Because what if it's the way for the girls? What if it's a guy? Maybe she wants something serious, and she keep meeting guys who just want to screw.
That's true too.
No, you got to think about. You got to put those people in the category because everyone's going to get to the gate, and then they're gonna say, "I want a relationship," and then they mean say, "Oh, you sexy. I might just want to hit and quit."
So how can you increase success in this?
I think we would have to make tiers. Because it have to be a mutual agreement. Because if you're giving 5 minutes to one person, the other person don't get the opportunity to respond back or return the question and ask for themselves what they're looking for. They might even ask the girl what they're looking for. They go, "How tall are you? Well, you got navel?" They could ask you some stupid stuff.
Right? But
they may not ask you anything of. Most guys to me just don't ask the right questions. I'm honest. I'm just going to put it out there.
Yeah, and that's possible. But I think it would be entertaining.
It would definitely be entertaining. This should definitely be a show, though. We need to talk. We need to call some producers.
Yeah.
Anybody know some producers out there? Call us. Don't steal our idea.
Yeah, it's already
passed. Do a poor man's.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a poor man's. What's the name?
Copyright. Yeah.
We're gonna have to. We're gonna do a poor man's copyright and send this idea to ourselves. Postmark. We need to do it right now before the post office gets shut down. Coronavirus.
Yeah. Right.
That's a great idea, David. I'm on board.
Yeah.
Where do I sign up?
We're gonna sign. Yeah, we're gonna have.
Sign me up.
The engineer gonna sign you up. Make sure you use your own pen because we're not exchanging pens.
That's the way that we can. You just created something that we can do within the environment, such as a coronavirus, where we can see people without actually going to meet them in person. And maybe, we can even take another further once it gets to the tier. Because I watched this.
Take coronavirus test. That's the tier.
But no, we can have people send stuff as a gift to them, then they can have dinner together. That's how the circle was. Nobody met each other, but they would have dinners virtually.
Okay.
Like, so they can do stuff like that. Like, oh, what do you want to eat? Sushi. Okay. You get sushi delivered, and we eat sushi together.
Okay. So we're going to write it out, and we're going to go ahead and
we got to wrap it up. So
work spouse.
Well, what?
App.
I mean, yes. So, guys, yes. Oh, my gosh. This is interesting. We didn't have enough time. Of course, we went over. We're about to go over. Yes, we're trying to keep it to a minimum. Short. But I guess until next time, coworkers, you know where to reach us.
Yep.
That's all for today's episode of Work Spouse.
We would love for you to subscribe and leave a review. We welcome all feedback.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at WorksPousePod or email us with any questions at thyworkspouse@gmail.com. That's thyworkspouse@gmail.com. Also, don't forget to subscribe for updates on future shows. Until next time, coworkers.